What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup. Cologne everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs, and I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Well, hello. Do we still know how to do this? I'm trying to figure this YouTube thing out. I haven't done it in so long. I don't even know how to do this thing.
Oh my God. Well, welcome back to
thank you, my love.
the porch. You've been gone for a minute.
I have. And it's been a lot going on since I've been gone. Jesus. I saw the group chat today and was trying to catch up. I was like,
baby.
Happy birthday, Tracy. Today is Tracy's birthday. It's also Teresa's birthday. And it's DeBay's birthday. Yeah.
It's everybody's birthday. Happy birthday, everybody. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday. My husband said we should start off with a little prayer because your sister's over on her channel being fast, is what they said. That's what they said in the chat. That your sister over there being fast and grown in a Hyundai over there right now. So, I don't know. Thank you, Lord, for allowing El Teddy to travel safely to and from all of his destinations. We give thanks for everybody whose birthday it is today, for giving them another year to get it right with you. Amen.
I don't know.
Now, okay, one more thing. Lord, now we finna do this review, Jesus. Please, God, listen. After this last week, with this one next to me, know he a firecracker. He like to say crazy stuff. Jesus, just
wait, what happened this last week?
Like this last week, there was a little brouhaha between our good, our good,
Oh, I know.
just us league brother
That's what I was trying to
YB,
catch up on.
and our good and my good brother-in-law Robert. Did you watch YB's review?
I did not.
Okay, well then I'm gonna leave it right there, and if you just gonna leave it right there, because you need to watch it before you form an opinion on anything that
Okay.
happened outside of just the regular show. You need to go back and watch his review of episodes 3 and 4, and then
Okay.
I need you to come back to our group chat and tell us what you thought.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
Um,
because you was not here last week, what did you think of last week's episode?
because I was not here last week, first of all,
Mhm.
Astro, Astro, girl. I mean, Mama is out here like he's spitting bars, like like he's Nas spitting out ether or something like that. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He out here really, and here's what it is. He got all of this smoke for Jet Jeff, and it's the same of what we saw last year. It's because y'all know Jet Jeff ain't gonna come at y'all with that, but y'all
Mhm.
wouldn't come to nobody else with the rah rah rah. Y'all ain't coming to nobody else, but y'all just think, oh, I could come at Jet Jeff. What needs to happen is Jet Jeff, and y'all know I don't believe in nobody's violence at all. However, Jeff gonna have to bust a bitch in the mouth one good time to let them know real fast. It ain't that type of party, sweetheart. It ain't that type of party. Just one good time.
Just
And that's
one.
what's gonna have to happen. I'm sorry.
Just
Because
that's one good time.
just one good time. Because at this point, it seems almost like bullying. Almost. Like it's like Astro. Jet Jeff don't give you none of that energy. I don't know why you got this hard on for Jet Jeff, because I guess you feel like he's the easy one to pick on or whatnot. But Mama, you ain't even got it together yourself, honey. Looking like you living from pillar to post. Girl, you got way too much to be your bars don't be spitting like that, girl. Girl, he was out there telling him, well, maybe you should do some onomatopoeias or some more, alliterations, or some. I was looking at him like, girl, because you don't be doing you don't give all that. Um, and then, but I'm gonna get to Ariel. I've saved Ariel for this episode's review because Mama
Mhm.
thinks way too highly of herself. Dear one, sweetheart, doll baby, love bug.
What you mean?
I, I'm gonna save it really for this episode, but what I really think happened was she was in that man's DMs,
Hmm.
wanted every part of what he had going on. When she saw him in person, he might not have been as masculine as she liked him to be. And so when he approached her, she was kind of like, you know, instead of acknowledging, I feel like even if you didn't like him like that, say, hey, I just don't. Even if you played it off to, I don't really like to discuss, stuff like that in this circle like this. How about we continue this conversation at another time? And then said at that other time,
I,
I don't know if the
I
vibe
feel
is
like her
right
spirit
or
of discernment, when she got in his presence, her spirit of discernment kicked in, and she was like, "Oh, no, this ain't, this ain't it.
she didn't
This
even
is
have
not,
nothing to discern. No,
this
no.
is not the correct answer."
They didn't even have nothing to discern because prior to that, it wasn't a whole lot that to when she went off on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She didn't
I
go
don't
off
know.
on him.
Hmm?
She was very quiet. Hey, okay, yeah,
I feel like
no.
it's exactly what I said. Um, and can I also say there's a lot of projection. Anytime somebody got to keep reminding you of something, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I am this, I am that, then baby, you probably not doing that. Because if you are, girl, we will see you. Hold on, let me say hello to my people in the chat. Hey, everybody in the chat. I ain't even said hey to y'all. Birthday girl Tracy up in here, girl. I'm having a drink for you right now, Tracy, fresh off the plane. Lemon Kush Pepper, Kelly Hans, MVN. What's good? Five. What's good, Jonathan? Nay 0707, Soulful Dog, Chuck Staval, Lovely 31 Blueprint, Volvo. Hey, Cookie. Hey, Lovely 31 Blueprint. Hey, Ravine. The Virgo be Virgo in. Yes. Come on, the Virgo be Virgo in. Child. Girl. Hey, Gabby. What's up? Are you, boo? Y'all know I really missed y'all. I really did. Universe Soul Goddess. Hey, I missed y'all so much. Sharice, Cassandra. I know I've been gone. But I'm just saying. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I think she's got others. Well, I know she's got other stuff going on in the background that is affecting how she's presenting this season. So, but
But
I know
and
me.
I'm not gonna
I
be.
but
I
I
won't be.
know, but I also know me. It. I like I was saying last week. Oh wait, not all my. Okay. Uh, DM Ebony is different from in person Ebony. And if I catch a whiff of something that just don't, mm, mm,
I just think they would have been better. Um, the conversation should have started with either I don't really do my relationships or talk about that on this platform, or because somebody in the comment section said in the chat said that it's because he was in her deep. Once she found out that he was a cast member, she didn't really want it. She could have even said that. She could have said, "Hey, you know what? I didn't know you were a cast member, and I'll be honest. If I'm just being honest, I try not to date nobody on the cast because I don't like that," and left it at that. And I think, but all of this, oh, you trying to clout chase off my neck? Oh, girl. Trying to do what? With what? That's where she lost me right there, girl. She lost me. I was like, clout chase off what? We on the same show together. I guess. Let me get my notes. Hold on. I did take notes on the plane. Where's my bag?
no, he
Hold your
got
line.
no. Yeah.
I did
Oh
take notes.
God,
And this white lady
we
was
got
sitting. This white lady was sitting next to me, watching it with me, like, oh, that looks interesting. I had to
Miss
show
White
her how
Lady.
to
Please
find
get
it.
away from me, Miss White Lady. Miss
No,
White
no, I
Lady.
told her because I had my earphones on, boo. I had to tell her, let me show you how to get there on your YouTube platform.
Miss White Lady. I'm gonna need you to
She
please.
was watching it though.
Now he done got the white lady on the plane, hooked on the kids. Fix it, Holy Ghost. Fix it. I haven't had an issue with. I didn't have an issue with how she handled that boy,
Child, the thing that sent me over is
and
when
she
Mama
right,
tried.
and she right for not getting involved with him because he messy.
The thing that sent me over is when Mama said he was trying to clout chase. Hey, Miss Bay thing. Y'all put some happy birthdays in the chat and some Shondos in the chat for Tracy and Therese. I don't even think Therese here. She probably out somewhere drinking and party on a Friday. Tracy about to get her some on a good
Tracy said
Friday.
she told him in the DMs before they even met in person or were on set. Once he said that he was a part of the cast, she was like, "Well, never mind, because I don't want to date anybody or talk to anybody that's on the cast. So why would you then pull up on her
But my
and
thing
y'all
about it
first
is
sitting
this.
together to bring that back up?"
But here's my thing. That's even if that's the case, that's very easy. You could have made that known. But the way you presented yourself on camera, and a lot of us, we're not privy to all of that information. People like me, you know me, Abby. I don't get into all of this stuff y'all got going on. DMs,
They
lives
showed it on the
outside of the
show.
show.
They showed it on the
Did I
show.
miss it?
Yeah, because they
Oh, I
showed the
know what it was.
screenshots
Whenever they do those screenshots, it be so small. And the way
that you
my
can't
eyes
see it.
be set up.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't be reading that shit. So let's do this. So This is Chasing Dallas season 5, episode 5. It is entitled "Did You Miss Us?" I'm gonna read them about that part too.
Oh,
But So we start off. We still at this axe throwing Ted Lee situation. We had the whole blow up last week. So when we
mhm.
start off this episode, Sean and Jeff are outside. They talking, and Sean said he already knew who Marquise was and had the whole dossier on Mama Girl. She said, "Girl, I already know who she is. I already got
Hold
all her
on.
tea."
Hold on. People at the door. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right
Mm-hmm.
back.
Listen, these Marquise, you was on the live with us that one time, right? And somebody shared this out on a I'm gonna put yeah, let me share this on my Instagram so the people know that we here because we may need some of these girls to pop up in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we may need this to happen. Wait, who is that? Oh, this is why I can't be opening my Instagram. God, hold on, y'all. Hold your line. Hold your line. Because we got some things to say. All right. It's not there. It's not. Okay, it should be on there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right.
What happened? What I miss?
No, I'm trying to post this on Instagram.
Y'all stupid.
So the people know we here. Cause chasing Dallas. You back now?
I'm back. I got
Okay.
my ginger ale and my Twinkies.
I got my
Mm,
ginger ale with my gin, and that's what I got.
Um, we drinking
Mhm.
liquor?
Yes, we are.
I got liquor. Hold on.
Come on, liquor.
I got two different kinds. We can pick one. Oh, where's the other one?
Yeah, we're gonna help you pick one. Cause we
So
celebrating Tracy today.
I can either do this or this.
Oh, Douce or Hennessy?
Uh-huh.
It's a Friday night. Go with the hen dog. Or no, let Tracy pick. Tracy, is it Douce
Okay.
or
Is it
Hennessy? Let Tracy pick.
which one are we doing? I don't think I've ever done this. Let me know. Jeez. His after showcase why he's mad. Tracy said the Hennessy. So Hennessy, anything is possible.
All right.
This our glass.
So
So now you can eat.
shit. All right. So I put it on my Instagram, y'all. So that way y'all can share it out on y'all stories. Cause yeah.
Happy birthday, Tracy. It's a tiny amount. I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. I can't. I can't. And I'm gonna sip this
Come on, sip.
because I'm a punk. Don't do it. Oh,
Oh.
I forgot I scratched my lip earlier.
Mm.
The liquor will remind you. The liquor will remind you.
So let's so we got Jeff and Sean talking about Marquise outside. Sean said he had the dossier already on all who Marquise was because he knew Marquise wasn't shit long time. And he
Mhm.
said, girl, I already knew. I already knew.
Right. Clearly, Sean got the goods on everybody. Hell, he got Tedley's unlicensed sure information. He knew about JC. Talk about he don't pay his bills. He know all the business according to him.
According to him.
According to
Let
him.
him tell it. Just as they was talking about it, who rose up? Astro
Oh God, here we
rose
go.
up on them, and
I want him to sit down.
Astro called Jeff a hoe. Now
I don't know. We don't know Jeff to be a hoe.
right,
We
that
know
ain't
he.
Jeff's story. But you got
That's
people
not.
on their YouTube channels, Astro, claiming that they saw you in videos on their YouTube channel.
Listen,
The
I
people
don't think that I don't know what poppers are or what the
I know what
person.
poppers are. Let me give you the update on poppers.
Okay.
Poppers are it's an inhalant. It's something
Mhm.
that when a lot of gay guys are having sex. Hey, really be. Hey, how are
Hey
you, my love?
y'all.
Yeah, pour you some liquor. Come catch
Yeah,
up
you
with
got to
me.
pour some liquor. She has hen dog. We did for
I
Tracy's birthday. It's for Tracy's birthday.
Tracy said that
Oh, okay. We taking shots for Tracy's birthday because Abby.
No, we
I'm
didn't
like
say
Abby got
we didn't
liquor.
say shots. We didn't say shots.
I had this and some Douce, and she wanted me to drink this. So
Um,
that's
Tracy, you say you want Astro on somebody's couch. He's already there living on someone's couch from day to
I
day.
heard you was over there on your channel being fast, Loretta. What happened? I'm gonna go
Wait,
watch
what
it.
happened? Wait, so I go out of town and you over here being fast?
My
You
husband
showing
came in
titties for
here
the
and
men or
talked about
something?
Loretta was over there being fast.
Mm.
Well, first of all, I wasn't being fast. That's number one. Okay.
Mm.
Number two,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I walked into here. I walked into poppers and liquor and people sleeping on the couch. I don't know what I walked into over here. Okay.
So, hey, everybody coming in.
Shenanigans.
So poppers is an inhalant. It think you know what? I just say that people who do poppers are like dope fiends to me, but that's just me judging. But it literally gives you this rush. It's kind of like
Hey,
inhaling
people.
paint. Hey D, happy belated birthday. I know I was out of town for your birthday, but happy belated birthday, my love. Sorry I was not there. I was had a lot going on. But think about sniffing anything you inhale that gives you this quick rush, like if you inhale spray paint or inhale gasoline, and it gives you this quick high, this quick rush. And they do that while having sex a lot of times because it will loosen up. It'll kind of
Rubber
loosen you
cement.
up, huh?
I have rubber cement.
Yeah, they kind of think of it in that vein, but they take it.
But I have a question. Okay? I know I'm coming in the middle of it, but
Mhm.
it's even with all of that explanation, it still seemed like it was just out of place. That
It was very out of place.
yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that I was.
Yeah, it was very out of place. No, you weren't wrong. Because in my mind, I'm like, he called you a hoe, and you said because you saw him sniffing poppers in the
He a
club
hoe
that he
too.
was a hoe, but he wasn't getting fucked in the club. I don't care if he
That's
was
my
doing
thing.
poppers.
That was my question. But you ain't
Like,
seen him
girl,
fucking people. So how we get to he a slut too?
like I don't. It didn't make sense. It didn't land. It didn't land. And he has his radar set on him, and it just seemed like obsession at this point.
Well, Loretta and I came to the conclusion it's jealousy.
Yeah,
It is. You're jealous because he does have a fan base and he does have a lot of people that follow him. And that's why every time you get an opportunity, you try to, belittle him. You try to make him feel less than. You try to make him seem like you're better than him. If I was him, girl, I would pay you dust. I would say one word: numbers, and keep it moving. All of this, I need to get my bars up. Girl, numbers.
and that's
Go
what I'm
get your
saying.
money up.
Like, and then I knew it was jealousy when he was like, I mean, because I don't have the money for all of it. Well, that's what this
He
boys.
kept saying, I don't have the resources.
Well, I can
guess
make the
I do.
announcement. You want me to make the announcement about what we discussed earlier today, or you want me to wait?
No, you can make it the announcement now.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we will be interviewing Astro on Wednesday. So you guys, meet us there. We will be interviewing Astro on Wednesday. And somebody in the chat said that you heard that Abby read Telly's book. She did. Go find it on her channel.
Yeah, she did.
Somebody dropped the link because yes, she did. She read the whole book.
She read the entire book in an hour and a half.
She was doing the Lord's work.
She was. And let me ask you this, really, B, since we have a whole channel called Teacher Project 2.0. When you've gotten to an argument with someone, have you ever said, "I'm a teacher"? If it did not, because I didn't know what him being a teacher had to do with anything. Like I heard him say that like 2 or 3 times.
The only time I have ever used that in an argument is if the argument was about something dealing in education, and I was trying to let the person know I have some sort of insight on what I'm saying. But other than that, no. Mm-hmm. There it is right there for the person that asked about Abby reading the book. Thank you, Tracy Desley. Even on her birthday, Tracy.
Even on her birthday, Tracy, don't you post now one more link. This is your birthday and it's your day off.
Well,
Daddy
has spoken. Daddy said it.
It is your day off.
First of all, I don't even think he's a teacher, but okay.
Child.
Soulful Dog says he teaches kindergarten, so it didn't matter.
Does he teach kindergarten or does he work at a daycare?
And then there's that. Not because sir, you talk about you a teacher. Girl, there are too many holes in that story. Too many holes in that story of you being a teacher. Too many.
Well, we can ask him for clarity on Wednesday.
Yeah, we
know.
Are you gonna be nice?
I'm always nice.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Categorically untrue.
Categorically untrue. From the depths of hell, you just told a lie.
Mm-hmm.
What if I ask tough questions? That doesn't make me mean. I'm just asking tough questions.
See, that's two different things, though. Asking tough questions and you being mean are two different things. And I know. Excuse me. I know they're two different things. So if I say you're mean, sometimes I didn't say all the time. I know what I said. I meant what I said. I said what I meant.
Thank you, little baby. Thank you so much. Please let the people know.
Did you say El Teddy is an angel? Y'all be lying.
You heard her. Tracy said she at the bar.
That's not nice. Y'all be lying.
Tracy said she at the bar.
Ain't got no charger. You can plug your phone up for a little while.
Tracy, tell Babe we said hi. If you at the bar with Babe, tell him we said hey, and to keep you in line tonight.
Oh, if you
anyway,
somewhere tonight.
So
okay, she said he's not a teacher. He works for a kindergarten program.
Oh,
but
wow.
even with a kindergarten program, you still have to have certain certifications. Not you just can't. Hell,
Well,
even
there's
at
that.
okay, I can only speak for North Carolina and for the daycares here because my mama is a director. She's been a director since she retired from CPS. Everybody has to have certification. Hey, nobody
or get certain types of clearances.
You have to have background checks. You have to have your CPR certificate. There's a teach program that you have to go through and complete. You have to turn in your lesson plans, all of that stuff.
I'm not doing this with Tracy. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this.
It is her birthday. We gonna let Tracy be all out of pocket today. Tracy, I'm putting all your out of pocket comments up because it's your birthday. Happy fucking birthday, Tracy.
I'm not doing this with Tracy because my daughter had to do the certification. She's got her associates and something, and now she's getting her bachelor's. So, because she's at a star rated daycare, and part of the star rating is if the teachers have like full-blown educational backgrounds, and it's not just your child being watched with a babysitting service. They're actually being taught and learning. They have to submit lesson plans,
right.
Mm-hmm.
At the daycare. So I don't know.
And you have to know pedagogy in order to
I don't
do
know
instruction.
if it works at like a starred daycare center in the.
You have to be able to say the word music and community.
Yeah, not music and community.
Then again, but I did say this after listening to Glorilla. That is a Memphis accent. Because she said the same thing when they were asking her about how she said certain words. And she
But I
said
thought he was from North Carolina, not
no,
Memphis.
he moved to remember last season he's moved around a lot, but he grew up in Memphis.
Okay.
He grew up in
Okay.
Memphis.
No, but my question is, wasn't he like 20 or 21 when he came on the show last?
Yeah, because he just turned 23. He turned 23 on the first episode.
Yeah,
That was
so
his second episode. That was his
so my
birthday.
question is, I can't tell people when he could have graduated early. I don't know, honey. Had already been out of college with his degree, but since y'all telling me
If
that's
he
not
got
the
an
case,
associate, it could have only been like an
but you
associate.
can't. Well,
In it depending on the programming, like if he's like I
mhm,
said, at like a star daycare center,
mhm.
it's enough not to
Well, we'll
be like a
ask.
full-blown
We'll have to.
teacher.
We'll just ask the baby on Monday. I mean on
Because the
Wednesday.
way he was throwing out, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. You thinking he over there? You know what I'm saying? He knows the connotation that goes with that, and he's doing that purposely, as if to make it look like, girl, I'm over here degreed, got it going on and everything. And he did that purposely. He was absolutely trying to make it like, he was better than people. You weren't good enough to get whatever ointment you needed to clean up whatever that was on your face, that STD, STI, or whatever that was, that rash, whatever that was, Ebola. I don't know.
He went on to IG and said it's from his shaving, and he asked for help and for people to help him with his skin.
That
He
was his
did
first
have.
time shaving in his life. I
I
just
don't know.
want to know.
He said he didn't have a dad, so he had to learn it all.
No,
About
no,
listen,
no.
listen. I'm just telling you what the child said. Okay,
Okay,
I'm just
okay, I'm gonna
telling
let you
you
go.
what the child said. He said he didn't have any guidance in that area. He's doing the best that he can, and when he shaves, that's what happens to his face. And he asked for help and recommendations, and a bunch of people were telling him, "Don't do it with a regular razor. Get a shaver." And the different steps to try and prevent ingrown hairs and stuff like that, and breaking out on his face. So hopefully it starts to clear up. If that's,
Let me tell you something. I
I'm
don't buy
just
none of that stuff from these Gen Z children because they don't even look to anybody to get advice. They'll do something like go to YouTube, how to shave for black men. I ain't even, I don't buy it because they go to YouTube and everything for everything else before they go to anybody. He's on a show with several men of various ages who easily could have told him that. And he didn't have that last season like that. We didn't see that mess last season. We just saw that mess this season. So maybe this was the first time him shaving in his life. I don't buy none of that shit. I don't buy none of it. I don't buy none of it. And if
So
it was that,
this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say the same thing he said, just a little differently. I'm going to say that I feel like, again, sometimes the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. All the boy had to say was, I used a bad razor, or something, and I broke out, and I had to get my green screens done. Because in his confessional, in this episode, he looks a lot better.
he does. It looks like, but I really want to say
what
it
I've
looks
been
like he
saying
has
the whole
foundation.
time was, what I've been saying the whole time was, he could have told, he could have did one of two things. He could have said, Markel, I just really cannot, do my green screens right now. I had a bad reaction to something. My face really broke out. Can you please you know what I'm saying? If it was something under, just that bad of a time restraint or whatever, maybe found some cute way to wear a mask or something. Just do something real cute or something like, there are ways around it. But just like he telling me, oh, I just happen to have a bad day with my face. You've been having a bad life with your hair, boo. You've been having a bad life with your fashions. You've been having a bad life with how you look and how you speak and how you carry yourself. I don't care. I don't buy it. No. Try again.
I just work here.
Let me get back to this timeline. So everybody then comes outside. Kesey asked Jeff what he told Marquise last night when they met up. Jeff say, listen, I ain't even mention you people. I don't even care about y'all like that. He mentioned y'all. I just sat there and listened, but I ain't even bring y'all up because I already asked y'all. Seven then tells Marquise, well, then you need to stop bringing us up. Bringing our relationship up. And then Seven then went in his confessional and shaded Kesey about doing not Kesey, shaded Marquise about doing porn. And I thought, I did in my mind, I was like, didn't he admit to being a stripper or something like that, or doing porn himself? I remember him saying that.
Who? Seven?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
I
remember.
remember him vividly saying that.
He could have said it. He could have said it.
But how you going all of this sex worker, I'm not a fan of that. Sex work is still work. And those
Mhm.
people, just like you got a job, they got a job. Oldest profession in humankind. So because somebody is a stripper or does porn or whatever they do to make a living, girl, that don't make you no better than them. You don't need to shame them. Am I wrong?
And
Am I
the
wrong?
infamous words of T.S. Madison: everybody who works gonna get paid.
Hello. Because I'm
Not
like,
really adult videos. Tracy. Tracy. Okay. Leave that man alone.
any comments on that? Commentary on that part?
What about
Kesey and asking Jeff and Jeff throwing it back to Marquise and they figuring out that Marquise is the one that
no, I'm
brought it
just
up.
glad he got a chance to talk because he didn't that whole argument could have been avoided if Astro had just shut up and let
Shut
Jeff talk.
up. If he had just shut his damn mouth.
But he was trying to deflect. That was the deflection. That's what that was. That's
Absolutely.
absolutely what that was. I'm just saying.
You are correct.
And first of all, let me add this commentary to it. This is for Seven, and this is for Kesey. It's just like on the house.
He done froze up. Is it me or him?
It's him. I keep forgetting, and I scratched my upper lip until I take a sip of that liquor.
Am I frozen? Sorry about that.
You unfrozen now.
You did
Okay.
freeze.
If it's just like if we're watching the Housewives, if one of the housewives don't have no man the season before, and their whole storyline that season was another cast member possibly being their man, you know what I'm saying, or a friend of the show being their man, and then the next season they come on with a man, do you not believe the other cast members are not going to make that part of the show fodder for that season? I'm just asking, because I feel like Seven and Kesey all on this. Oh, don't talk about us. Don't talk about our relationship. You are on this show. Y'all brought this to the show.
What they said was, don't think you can use our relationship as your storyline.
That's what they said at first. That's what they said at first. Now they don't want people to talk about it at all. At all. And I'm glad Sean came right out and said, hey, boo, I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And y'all ain't going to tell me not to. Because this is Chasing Dallas. It's the show. You on the show. He had no man last season. He got one now. And you on the show. And you're the man that he has. We finna talk about it. I was okay with it. I was okay with that. I was like, let them know, Sean, them hoes ain't shit.
I was with it. Sean was like, y'all been together for 5 minutes. What you not gonna do?
For 5 whole
Just
minutes.
come in and tell me what I can and can't talk about, sir.
Like y'all been together for years and years. Girl. And then for Seven to act like, oh, because I know my man like that. Baby, y'all been together a hot second. You don't know him that well. But see, in the Rainbow Coalition compound, 5 minutes equals 5 days, and 5 days equals 5 years. You know, in our timeline of dating.
my.
I'm just saying. Girls date for a week. And they be talking about, I know my man, I know him backwards and forwards. You can't tell me about him. And girl, you can't even spell his middle name yet.
I don't even know his birthday.
Okay. What's his mama name?
Right, you can't even get past it. You can't even answer the security questions for his
Like, what was his first dog name?
Right, you can't even answer the security questions.
You can't answer the security questions. Y'all ain't been together long enough, bitch.
Not even you can't even guess it.
Right.
You okay.
It ain't even come up in a conversation, bitch.
Right. Who was your favorite teacher growing up? You don't know. You don't know.
Right.
Talk about what was your street
What was
name?
the make and model of your first car?
Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Right, Abby. What street did you grow up on? You don't know these
Right.
things,
You
girl.
don't know. What's my mama's maiden name? Yo?
What's your elementary school? What's your elementary school name?
What high
One
school
of my
did you go
security
to?
questions is, what's the mascot of your high school?
What's the mascot of your high school?
So it's mine.
Y'all so dumb. I can't stand y'all. Oh God.
What about my
Do you-
man, my
I'm glad
man?
you said that. I am going to write those down.
Well, no. What you're
Put them in
supposed to
the-
do
and put them
is
in the safe. So if something happens to me, then baby girl can get into the safe.
no. What I was told by a cybersecurity person is you have one answer for all of the questions, because you may have somebody that legitimately learns the answers to those questions and then try to get in. So you may have
If they try and get into
hot
if they
sauce
try
for
and get
all of
into
them.
my bank account with the questions, once they get in, if they make it in, they're gonna be like this.
So they're gonna be mad.
They're gonna be
They're gonna
upset.
be real mad.
All of this, I did all this work, and
Oh
what
God,
did
y'all
it
got me
get
over here
me?
crying. Y'all
They
got my eyes burning over here. Yeah. But no,
mad.
I literally was with Sean when he said, "Girl, who are you 7 to tell me that I can't talk about y'all? Girl, you ain't gonna make my mouth look like ketchup." Girl, what? And I'm glad Sean said it, because Jeff cannot and was not going to say that, because they would have been all over Jeff.
Right.
And so when people are like, "Oh, well, why is Sean sticking up for Jeff?" Because somebody needs to. Because what you hoes will try to do is you'll try to bully Jeff. You will.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad Sean said, "Nah, we ain't having all that, bitch, because y'all ain't gonna run up on me, because bitch, I'm built like a linebacker." You say what you want to say about Sean. That hole's
Sean,
not small. It's a big boy.
that's a big guy.
It's a big
And
boy.
he tall too, child. Please.
Baby, you ain't finna just run up on Sean like that.
Yeah,
Like you might run up on Jeff. And so Sean say, "Girl, I'm here for it." What?
And I
And I'm
love
gonna talk about him.
the fact that Sean and Jeff are cool this year. Like
Me
I
too.
love that.
Considering how they started.
Right. I love
Yes,
that they're real cool this
exactly.
year.
So I love the fact that they're friends this year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that to me, Sean had the best. He ended that scene. "Girl, you're on Chase of Dallas. I'm gonna talk about you. You ain't gonna make me stop." And what? It's a show. Get
Right.
over it.
And seen.
End of scene.
Right. And scene.
So after that, they went inside, and then Jeff and Sean was talking to Ariel and Robert Ray, and they said
And here come Easy Bake Oven again.
that didn't land for me. I don't know that. I don't know what she was going for there. That shit
Because he
did
was
not
playing
land
in
for
her
me.
face. That's why she called because he was playing in her face. That's why.
Oh no! It just didn't land. I felt like it was her attempt to try to shade his, I guess, his profession or him being a chef, or the shit just didn't land for me. It came off as real awkward and clunky. And she said it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, "Girl, that shit is not landing. It's not funny." I didn't laugh, but I guess.
I didn't laugh, but I got what she was trying to say. Soulful Doug says because Marquise was cooking up mess. That's why she called him Easy Bake. Yep. Well, she would not be incorrect. She's not wrong.
But as much as people probably talk about Marquise cooking up mess, I'm not entirely mad at him. I mean, that's what the show is about. We're here for the mess. So I'm not entirely mad at him for cooking up mess. Girl, go ahead, be messy. Somebody got to be. I mean, you got to have somebody that's going to be messy and bone carry and do all of that shit. Get the pot stirred. I ain't even mad at it.
Every reality show
needs certain don't know what trans is. No.
Right. Every reality show needs certain elements. And so I'm mad, but I'm not mad. I'm only reason why I'm mad about it is because of the way it stirred up the mess as far as them getting in Jeff's face. So,
but my thing about it is, even once they realized that it was Marquise, they had very light energy for Marquise and a whole bunch of rah-rah for Jeff.
I think by then they was just tired. They had been there. I think they was just tired.
But my point being, I just feel like it doesn't take much for them to pick on Jeff.
Doesn't.
They'll talk and they'll do that openly in his face. Marquise, they'll talk about him behind his back, over here to the side, off to the side. They won't be as, rah-rah like that with him.
I don't know why not.
Mama might have some hands. I don't know. She is from the 727, not the 813. We clarified that when she came on with us. He was like, "Oh, I'm from Tampa," and I had to clarify. See, that's where you got to ask the questions. Are you from?
That's right, El Teddy. You were there when he was there. Mm-hmm. Now, when we asked that young man about his OnlyFans, he was talking about, "Oh, I'll send you the link. And Tracy, this is my free Twitter name, and I have to accept you and blah, bloom and blue.
I didn't want the Twitter. I wanted the OnlyFans.
I know that. But when he got on the after show, not even a whole week later, and was asked about his OnlyFans, he said, "Oh, yeah, I don't do that no more. I'm deleting it."
Maybe he did.
And you was just giving us the link to go over to your what? Sir.
Tracy, can you check and see if the OnlyFans is still open? Because I'm sure he ain't turning down no money.
I don't know. Because I don't know how easy it is to, especially when you have monetary obligations.
I've seen some of the OnlyFans. I got people on Twitter.
The folks said it's a lie. He still got it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I sent the name of the OnlyFans to my peoples on Twitter that will go into the OnlyFans and then, send me the information or post it on their Twitter. And they did post it. And this was like right after that. But I ain't checked since then, so I don't know. I ain't even mad at him if baby. I have no problem with people who do OnlyFans.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't even care. Like, it's out there. You had to know somebody was gonna find it. So
you did come on this show.
Like, I don't care.
Have y'all seen the video floating around of Marquise throat?
Unfortunately,
throating Astro.
Unfortunately,
girl.
We have been again. It was non-consensual. It was against our.
I don't know what Ebbie's talking about. I ain't seen shit.
I done seen a lot of peens. I done seen a lot of peens go in a lot of mouths. I don't know. It could have been.
Damn, decent.
Yeah, I done seen this shit.
Right.
Listen. First of all, let me take this. I got this one. Let me make myself big while I take this over for a second. Let me just say this. As much as we talk about getting on your knees to suck a peen, I literally haven't gotten on my knees to suck a peen in a long time. And an alleged said video, if I did see alleged said video, they look like they was in a locker room, a bathroom, somewhere that has tiled floor. And the way my good knees are set up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be kneeling down on this goddamn tile floor. Talk about and going to town. My boy's going to town on that meat.
We are OG head doctor. We too old for that, man.
Girl,
Yeah, they said no.
I do it in a car. And I don't even do car sex, but I would do it in a car before I'm
Before I
over
get
here
on the hard tile floor on my knees.
on the hard tile ass floor.
Who
Right. Child. I'm sorry about that. I had to get that explanation, girl, because when I saw that, I was like,
I was like, oh.
Now, there are other videos floating around. We ain't gonna even talk about that. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow.
Oh, I don't know about no other videos.
I do.
Neither do I. And
Marquise, you're welcome to come up here. We can have a whole conversation. We could talk about it. Anyway, but so Astro clearly is getting around the cast or getting around the great city of Dallas. And I ain't even mad at it. That ain't a read. I'm just saying, mama getting it how she live, honey. Mama, go ahead and bust a nut and get it how you live, honey. But just do it safely, honey, because we don't need you to catch nothing. It look like you already got something on your face, honey. We don't want you to get nothing, honey. Nothing. Anyway.
not the old twist and pivot. Oh my God.
I'm not doing this with y'all. This is
not
why we
the
can't have
twist
nice
and pivot.
This is why we can't have
Not
nice.
the twist and pivot. I cannot.
And on that note, let me finish off this little bit of liquor. Cause the twist and pivot.
Oh,
Because baby,
God.
it's gonna go just fine. It's gonna go just fine, baby.
Listen. Then at one point did I see Astro put his hand on the back of his head? Let me move on. Praise God.
I ain't seen nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't seen it.
Marquise came in as Ariel and Robert Ray and Sean and Sean and Jeff were talking about him. And he tries to clear things up with Ariel. That's when the Easy Bake Oven thing came. And I was like, girl, that shit is weak as hell. That's not a real girl. That shit is weak as fuck.
El Teddy, you done already said that.
I'm just going through my timeline. Let me do this. This ain't your channel. Let me do this. I ain't put you down like you would have put me down. I'm going through my notes.
I wouldn't have put you down for that. I'd be putting you down for way more serious things than that.
Lord. Can I go through my notes, ma'am?
I'm just letting you know that I might be in the wrong place because we are
in the right place. I know where I'm at.
That's all I'm saying.
Sean tried to jump into the back and forth that Ariel was having with Marquise. And I was like, Sean, just sit your ass on the fucking sideline. Sit your ass on the fucking sideline. Let them go. And then Ariel alludes to the whole cast trying to clout chase off of her. And I was like, what? Where? How? Like, I was just like, where's this coming from? Like, this whole situation, like I said, I'm not privy to nothing that's going on outside of what I see on this show. So all I have to judge on and all I have to make my commentary on is what I see. I'm not going to say she comes off at times as full on narcissist, but there are certain hints of narcissism. Because I'm like, clout chase. No, nobody's clout chasing off of you. You don't even engage with people enough for them to try. You're not even at the plateau where people be like, oh, let me go clout chase off of Ariel. No. And I wrote in my notes. It's like Ariel.
First of all, are you purposely saying her name wrong?
It's not Ariel.
It's Ariel.
Ariel, tomato. You know what? I'm like,
he said she know what her motherfucking name is.
Shut up, ReallyB. Shut up.
What I say?
Hey, you perfectly doing her name wrong. It's Ariel.
I was wondering the same thing. I just wasn't gonna ask you about it.
It's not Ariel.
I literally just told you it wasn't, but you don't want to listen to me. So
it's Ariel. Ariel.
Anyway, I agree with Soulful Dog. I mean, what we're not going to do again. No, nobody is saying that she is an award-winning platinum selling artist, but in the world of chasing reality and in the realm of chasing Dallas, it is a big deal. She is a OG and she does have notoriety in the city of Dallas. So I absolutely could see how she would feel like Marquise only reached out to her to try to get some clout, to try to get close to her, because again, he's acting funny now. He moving funny. So I can see where she would with that. But again, you're saying, like, I'm telling you, I'm just saying I agree with that with her. I don't think it's a narcissist for her to
I
feel
don't
like
agree with it at all. I
clearly not, 'cause that's what
categorically
you
don't
said.
at all.
Clearly you don't
agree with
agree.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mama might have I wrote down delusions of grandeur here on my notes. I have delusions of grandeur. And that was that whole axe throwing, and we were finally done. 7.
Okay, Soulful Dog said it's like when Dominique came on season 4 and had an issue with Lauren, and it turned out to be some old made up shit just to get into a beef with the big dog that's on the show. You remember that, don't you? Are you frozen? You're not blinking? I think he's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
Okay, he unfrozen. Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Okay.
I don't see it that way. I didn't see it as that way with the Dawn and I mean with the Lauren and Dominique situation.
It was absolutely was the case with Dominique and Lauren. Absolutely.
Well, if that's the case, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say now that I agree with you. Back down memory lane. I love Ariel, but after this episode, I feel the same way. Why did she come back?
She should excuse
herself. And
herself.
that's my whole point. Why are you here? You bring everybody down.
You saying why she here is not the same as, but okay.
No, by me saying why I literally mean why did you come back? There's no reason for you to have come back. If all of these people are beneath you, if nobody who you came on the show with, because let's be clear, Robert Ray ain't an OG. He's claiming he's trying to put himself in the box with the OGs, but Robert Ray ain't an OG like them other. The OGs are the people, to me, to be an OG is season 2 or 1 and 2. You got to be at least season 2 to be an OG.
But I think
the grand scheme of the people on the show,
he has the
considered an OG in the grand scheme of the people on the show.
Yeah, I think
But I don't put him in the same category as the people who we saw at the end of the show.
No,
like he doesn't fit with them. He doesn't.
So I definitely know. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Come on. Oh, I can't.
All right, let's do this. 7 is in the studio with Kesey. 7 doing another song about sex. Girl, I was like, girl.
That song wasn't. That's not what that song was about.
That he literally said that. He literally said that.
He said the song was sexy. He didn't say the
song was about he said, and I went back and rewound because he said the song talks about is very sexual. It talks about the sex that they have, and the songs is about the sex that the fact that they love each other and the kind of sex they have. It's another song alluding to sex. And I talked about this in my last review when he did the South by Southwest. I just want you to give me more. I feel like you're more than that. At least I hope you are, 7. And if everything you're giving me is sex, that's so limited and so, that's such a low bar and low ceiling in terms of your artistry and what you can do. It's one thing.
But if that's his brand, that's his brand. I mean, it works. It works for like people like Sexy Red. It works for Meg. If that's your brand, that's your brand.
He's not Meg and he's not Sexy Red.
But what I'm saying is, if that is his brand, then that is his brand.
And now I'm not going to talk about Sexy Red, but Meg gives you more than just sex. Like Meg, Meg gives you more than just sex. Meg got bars.
So does he.
It's music. It's objective. I'm sorry, subjective, not objective.
Well, I mean, some people would say, okay, go ahead.
No, and I'm not negating what you say. I mean, you may feel like he's great. For me, it's just like, oh, okay. Great.
I'm not saying I think he's great, but what I'm saying is I understand the point you're making. But what I'm saying is if that is what his brand is, then that is what his brand is. So I hear what you're saying that he could be more, he could be doing more. But if that's what I mean, again, when I think of people like she came up off of her knees. Like Meg's knees, her twerking, her knees. Like, yeah, she's got bars, but let's be clear, Meg is sex. I'm sorry. She sells sex. Cardi B sells sex.
Cardi B and Meg are not in the same breath, but that's just me.
But again, go ahead.
You're saying they sell sex to get. I do think that, and I'm glad you brought those two up. I do think that sometimes for women in rap, and even with gay men in rap, I don't think that you have to reduce yourself to always being sex, because a lot of times that's the doorway they walk through in order to get fame and notoriety. And I'm even okay if that's how you got there. But once you get there, I feel like you should be able to say, that's how I got here. But let me show, now that I'm here, let me show you that as a woman, I ain't just my cooch or my ass or my titties. As a gay man, I'm not just the fact that I like to get, shove my penis in someone's rectum or vice versa. It doesn't have to be.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that it doesn't have to be just that. All I'm saying is in the world of the music industry now, especially the rap industry now, that seems to be what's acceptable, that we just sell sex. That's all. I understand the point you're making, but that's all I'm saying.
I got you. And to that point, if that's what gets you in the door, yes. But look at some of the people who they say are the greats in the industry. You know what I'm saying? That ain't all they selling. So once you get in the door,
on the women's side, yes, it is. Unless you rewind it back to before Lil Kim started dropping it low and spreading it wide. That's the beginning of it's all about sex with the women rappers. That's where that came from. So unless you are looking for the very one-off, like
D brought up Missy, and Missy never. I mean, she does talk about sex a little bit, but not a lot.
But again, Missy, sexual
being.
But Missy almost did the exact opposite. Because Missy was never. I mean, no disrespect, because I'm a big girl. Missy was never seen as
a sex symbol.
She was never seen as a sex symbol. So she almost played to the opposite. Like Missy. Now, Missy kept her hair done, kept a mug, and kept nails, but she gave you very tomboy. Until she lost that weight, she gave you very tomboy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, I mean, but when you're a whole lesbian, when you're a whole stud lesbian, these things happen sometimes.
Okay, that's when I started to mind my business.
I'm about to say that woman has never come down here and said and proclaimed
said that to nobody.
So I wrote in my notes, as much as Astro tries to read Jeff about his bars, he should be reading Seven about his bars, but he won't, because he may be a bit more afraid of Seven's reaction than he's afraid of Jeff's reaction. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But he has no reason to go after Seven. Seven's not his target. Why would he go after Seven?
And there's that.
Okay, you lost me.
No, I'm saying you're right. No, I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing totally.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, huh?
I'm agreeing with you absolutely, totally. Seven tells Kesey how he should have responded to the other cast members talking about their relationship. And when I watched this back and forward, it kind of came off. It almost looked like, at first I wrote down like a father talking to his son. Then I wrote down like an older brother talking to his younger brother. Like it, I don't know. something
I
about
didn't.
them
It came
back
out
and
very
forth.
controlling to me, and I didn't like
Right. That's what it came off to me. That's why I said
it.
a
So
father
I
to
guess
his
I'm the
son.
I'm the only freak in the room that was like it came off like a dominant submissive conversation.
It came off very. I'm trying to
Mm-mm. That's
son you.
that's how it read to me.
Now the people in the streets will lead you to believe that Kesey is a bitch boy bottom, but and he's submissive like that. I don't know that man. I don't know what he got going on. I'm just telling you what the people in the streets say, but it really came off like you said. Really, it came off as like this whole controlling. I'm trying to son you type of situation. It came off real awkward to me, and I was like, I wouldn't want my boyfriend talking to me like that. Don't.
Nope.
Not, and definitely not on camera. No, ma'am. No, God. I'm glad. Really, be. I'm glad you. I'm glad I was. Because I wrote down here. You're probably the only one who sees it that way. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Okay, so I wasn't off with that. Seven then says that he knows that Astro and Marquise are that Astro and Marquise are fucking because he heard Astro on the phone with Kesey telling Kesey all about it. And I don't know if they was in the bed and this was, they was, it wasn't exactly pillow talk, but it was pillow ear hustling when Astro was on the phone. Maybe you do like I do. If you're in my vicinity and somebody calls me, you're probably going to hear the conversation because I do all my phone calls on speakerphone. If you call me, you're probably on speakerphone. 9 times out of 10, you're on speakerphone. Unless you ask me, am I on speakerphone? And I'll say yes, and you'll say take me off speakerphone, and then I'll take you off. But I just don't like holding the phone to my ear, and it's much easier for me not to do that. So just know if you call me, you're on speakerphone automatically.
They sell these things now called AirPods.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like you need some AirPods.
I
Shit.
don't like ear. I don't like things in my ear.
You can just get the headphone kind.
I do have headphones. I have several.
Okay, well that's what I need you to do with your life.
Mm-mm.
Because when I call you, I'll be telling you shit that everybody don't need to hear.
But I'm usually by myself when you call me.
Doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter.
I'm by myself.
It doesn't matter. The walls have ears.
T, you said they give you a verse, T. I think that 7 is probably verse, and Marquise is probably a slap bottom, and that's what's going to end the relationship. If we're in the business of ending relationships, sexual chemistry has ended a lot of relationships, so I can see that. Really be is over there, just that'd be crazy.
How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
He also said that Astro had he also said Astro had 2 people that he was talking to down his birthday party at the same time. I don't know. No, D, I'm talking about Kesey. Now, Kesey's full name is Marquise, but we have 2 Marquises. So we have to go Kesey and Marquise.
Right, so we know who we talk about.
So we know
don't get
what we're
confusion.
talking about. I really didn't care. I didn't know at the time of the birthday party. I really didn't care. Something
Is that relevant to the cash?
I don't know.
Okay.
7 also says that he at the end he said, "Listen, I'm cool with Jeff and Marquise. I addressed it. I don't even care. And I can move on with the situation. As long as they don't, keep bringing us up, I'm good." I was like, "Okay, good. Move on." Anything to add to that?
Nope. Because I didn't care when he said it in the first place. So.
We did see Astro filming his music video for his song "Sauce" with his gay daddy. Huh?
I said on top of a shipping container in the dark.
Yeah, I was like, "What is happening here?"
With his gay dad. Who was doing his ad lib. Why is P. Diddy dancing in your video, son? What's happening?
It's something off with this gay dad to me. I can't put my finger on it yet, but if I could, I would have to watch it. I don't know. I don't know. Something does not pass the sniff test
I
here.
just want to know if he broke into that yard that he was in on top of that freight making that video. I just want to know that they
Well, that
sneaking
was
in.
at an apartment complex. They showed the
I don't know where
apartment
the hell they
complex.
were.
I think the gay dad had a verse,
Giving
if I
very
remember. I think he had a
you
verse
window
in the
shopping
song.
for buildings. It's giving me very much. I don't have the key, so you can't get in. So you can only look through the window.
Well, when you're sleeping from pillar to post on people's when you sleeping up from pillar to post on people's couches or floors or sinks in their bathroom, then you got to go outside and get it how you live. Because they say you're not making this shit in my house. Going on out there, see what you can get, honey. Don't. If the people come to you, say you don't know me, let them throw you out. I'll come get you from down the street. Girl, I don't know what to tell you. Moving on, I ain't have nothing for that scene. Nothing. Ted Lee and Kesey go to get facials. Ted Lee says Jeff and Sean are clicked up this season because one of them ain't got no backbone. I don't know where we got that from. First of all, Jeff don't mind. Say how the fuck he feels. Say what you want to say
Listen, the
about
one
Jeff.
thing about Jeff, he stays in his
Jeff
shit. He's
will
like, I
tell you
said
how
it.
he feel
I said it.
in your face. He ain't backing down. He gonna come right up to you. Hey,
And then he's
boo.
gonna tell you why he said it because it just seems like
Right. I
this is
respect Jeff. Jeff come right on this bit. Hey, bitch. Y'all can call me lame. Y'all can say I ain't black. Y'all can say I ain't got bars. But bitch, I'm in your face. Bitch, what about such and such? And
don't worry.
ain't backing down. Ain't gonna stand flat footed in your face. Like, where's my answer? I'm waiting for you to answer. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, boo.
There you go. It's great for him to say that one
It's
last year.
great for him to say that when
Top
last
chick
year
together
you were
now.
top
It's me and
ticker.
Sean. Don't
Child.
let backbones. Okay, child.
Ted Lee is about as real as that beard line he got going on. Moving
How
forward,
we get here? Nobody's supposed to be
girl.
here. It's because I heard worse.
And then both Kesey and Jeff, I mean, Ted Lee started taking shots at Jeff. And I was like, what is this bullying y'all got going on? There's this constant bullying going on to me. I just came to say Reese G and Nikki Parker to get off the 8th level of it.
Hey,
I'm not
T,
doing
boo.
We love you
hey
too.
T.
Jesus
I
Christ.
can't stand y'all.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I cannot. And I won't.
Oh, I can't stand y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, my stars and body. Woo.
Mm-mm. Don't do that, soulful dog. We know you talk about Ted Lee. We're not doing this. Um, Ted Lee talks about how Sean came for him with the whole real estate. Girl, he didn't come for you. Girl, you were exposed. You ain't I know you're not a real estate agent
And again,
in the state of
sir,
Texas.
listen. Just admit it. And there's no shame in your game. Like you are gainfully employed. You look like you're doing great things. Listen, you overspoke on your credentials. We all lie on our resume from time to time.
You
Just
tried to turn it down to he
you
tried to come to the
really
reunion
back
and turned it. Listen, really, he had to came to the reunion and thought he had to turn it, girl. Girl, you ain't turned.
He did. And we were so happy for him. And we all congratulated him because we thought it was such a huge accomplishment. You got your broker's license. Oh my God, congratulations. And it was, where is my meme? Well, oh
Soulful
girl,
Dog says she was talking about Reese
it's a lie,
G, not
guys.
about Ted
It
Lee.
was all a lie. It was a lie.
Now that you pulled out the passport.
Well, it was the first. It's this thing sitting in front of my. Oh my God.
Oh God. Jonathan says,
At
is
this
he a
point, you
leasing
keep
consultant
looking.
for an apartment complex? You know what, Jonathan?
He's 32, 33.
He works for an HOA. Like he's in charge of
He does
HOA for
HOA
multiple.
management. He works for a
Yeah,
realtor
for multiple.
company.
Like it's not like he doesn't have a good job. It's
No,
just,
he's not
sir,
a lease.
you just don't have what you said you had.
He-
That's like
he
me
was
telling people,
HOA management. He
right?
ran
That's like me telling
he
people I'm a
managed several
principal.
different HOAs.
Yeah, that's like me saying I'm a principal, but I'm a teacher. There's nothing wrong with being a teacher, but I'm not a fucking principal, and it's okay.
Child. At this point, he keeps
But they'll
talking
tell you
about
those
this
are the
license.
guaranteed
I'm gonna start
calls.
calling him Tommy because Tommy ain't got no job. So what are we doing?
Yeah, he
You
just
ain't
put
no
20 on
license.
10. He put 20 on 10.
Yeah. I got 5 on
Listen,
it.
I'm just trying to hang on till we get to this reunion at the end, because I listen. I gotta get up in the morning. Y'all know I got a lot to do tomorrow.
So then we had 7 taking pictures for his album cover. I ain't care. Moving on. I just really didn't. I have nothing for it.
I mean, I thought the pictures were cute.
I thought
it was cute, but girl, I had nothing for it. Kesey and Jeff go to talk. I liked this conversation. Now I really did.
I appreciate it.
I appreciated that both of them came to the table and said, let's have an adult conversation and work these things out. I love this conversation. Kesey apologized to Jeff for how he reacted at the axe throwing. He told Jeff what Marquise told him about what he said that really happened at the meetup. And Jeff said, that ain't how that went. I don't know who to believe. Kesey says
because you saw it on the TV. They showed it to you.
They did kind of show it to us. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Hey, Blame Society TV, how are you?
Play devil's advocate when we saw the whole meetup.
We did. I don't know if we saw the whole meetup. Now we saw what was edited.
Okay. All right.
Kesey says he ain't with Astro and his foolishness. Ain't no alliance or no plot against Jeff. Astro got his own thing against Jeff. Jeff asked Kesey if he agrees with what Astro said about him needing better bars.
Jeff said you saw the whole meetup. The whole thing.
Do you need to come up here and have a conversation with us, Jeff? You're welcome to come up here and add your own commentary. Let me get this link. If you just need to come up here, Jeff, you can come up here. I'd love for you to come up here and drag Astro. You could have this platform to come up here and drag Astro.
That baby is not finna come up here and drag nobody.
And his puberty bumps around his face and shit. Where am I at in my notes? Anything about the Kesey?
No, I thought it was nice.
We thought it was nice. We appreciated it.
I did think it was nice. I did think that Kesey went real politically correct with his answer to Jeff, where he said, "Well, I just think everybody has their own fan base, and Astro and even me, I would love to have the fan base that you have, and people who authentically love your style of rap." But that's why I don't even understand why Jeff even get in arguments with Astro. Be like, girl, who are you? Who are you? What are we talking about? You can say I don't have bars. That's just like Cardi B. As much as I might say Cardi B ain't got bars or whatever, she could say, girl, numbers. What? And that is the argument. I mean, what do we say? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So we did have Ted Lee meeting up with Sean and Jeff. So they seem to kind of mend fences at this meetup. Both Ted Lee and Jeff say they met up individually with Kesey and had individual conversations with Kesey that went well. Ted Lee says Marquise is a fan of the show and was hitting him up on social media. Anybody believe that?
Yes. Because he did the same thing to Ariel.
That was a different situation.
I
don't think he was saying, because I purposely did not write he fell in the DMs. I wrote he hit him up on social media, which is very different from saying he was in the DMs. Soulful Dog said they both liars, so there's that.
Oh wow. None of my business. See how that works.
What? Wow. Um, they did start going. It turns into just a bunch of catty girls going in on everybody on the show, and I was just like, I checked out at that point. Like, okay, same old, same old. Like, girl, girl. So then we have Ted Lee, who invited Sean and Jeff to an event at his brokerage firm that he's having, because he's still trying to prove to the people that he's, a real estate agent or something. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. Is Astro going to invite us to the daycare next? I mean, is that what we're doing? I just want to know. I just want to know. Let me move on. Sean had a lot to say about people, and I know that he talked about Seven. He said that Seven got Kesey doing ballroom now. I don't know.
I must have felt I missed this whole scene. I don't know what you're talking about. I must have missed this whole scene.
Yeah, he talked about that Seven got Kesey doing ballroom. What category is he walking? I don't know. I mean, yeah. Y'all help me out here now. But Sean be over here trying to read the people. You got one season in, Sean, and we didn't even really like you like that. Season 1, and you over here trying to be mean girl and trying to look down on the new people like you are OG like that, and like they need to come and kiss the ring, or like you trying to haze people that's coming in. Girl, get over yourself, Sean. You ain't that girl like that. Like, there's this whole like, oh, we're the old girls now, and y'all gotta bow down to us. No, they don't. I promise you, they don't.
Is that? Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that, but that's what he's giving off this season. That's what Sean gives me this season. That he really does about the new people.
I be missing it. I don't be getting what y'all get. Okay. I'm just gonna take your word for it because I don't see it. So, all right.
And I could be seeing it wrong. You might be right. Maybe I could be seeing it wrong. I've been known to be wrong. And don't you say nothing, really, be. Don't say nothing. Because I know you always wait for me to say something like that so you could chime in. Don't say a goddamn word, ma'am.
She ain't even paying you no attention.
I know. I just want her to keep not paying attention.
Her ADHD done kicked.
Soulful Dog say it is kind of giving King Kane behavior.
I told you I missed that scene, so I don't have an opinion. I don't know what you're
Blame
talking about.
Society TV said you're right, El Teddy. I see it too. He's giving this whole kind of girl. I'm that girl now. I'm here. I've been here for a season, and y'all trying to be girl clout chase off. Girl, we're not. I promise you, we're not. Child. D says you're eating your snacks and not being bothered. That's what D said. We get to Robert Ray's baptism, and I ain't care. Where's Jonathan in the chat? Jonathan, you still in the chat? You have any words for the baptismal?
Congratulations to
congratulations on your baptism.
Right, congratulations. It's a long road. It's not a perfect road. Don't be too hard on yourself. Go at your pace, baby. That's it. Congratulations. That's what I got for that.
Come on. Congratulations. I thought it would have been me.
I didn't think it would have been me.
Okay.
This is the first time I've seen a baptism with only one person in the water. Like, there's
who else is supposed to be in the water?
Right.
Usually the pastor and somebody else, the kind of, somebody got to hold your nose when you going into the water.
No. Nobody's holding. You hold your nose.
He didn't hold his nose.
I don't know what kind of baptism you done been to, but
you have your hands crossed on your chest.
Be the pastor. That's it. The deacon
pastor in the water. That's it. There'll be somebody helping you in, And maybe depending on how big the pool is, somebody maybe in the
Where's
pool.
Jonathan? Jonathan,
But
when you
no.
do a baptism, do you have just you by yourself? No, I know the pastor dips the person, but I usually see like another person either somewhere in the vicinity.
No, that's
It
just
was
you
just
being drunk
nobody
in
there.
church. You just got double vision. That's all.
Wow.
I do
No,
not be
there's
drunk
somebody
in
normally
church.
on the steps once you're drunk and you come back up to help you up the stairs because normally you wiping your eyes and can't see and they don't want you to fall, so they help you out of the baptism.
Now, D says, were they really in the church or was that stage? Because he ain't seen not one of the homosexuals. No, he ain't seen not one of the homosexuals in the goddamn church.
Just because they weren't filmed don't mean they don't
They
go there.
showed
I
him
don't
in there.
understand.
They showed Sean Dior. They did show him sitting in there.
All of them was
They
sitting in
would.
the church.
I thought
They
they
were
showed
all
him too.
sitting
I'm
there.
just telling you what House of DC. I'm just
No,
reading the
I'm
comments.
talking to D. They were literally all sitting there. We saw them with Robert's mama clapping. They was all
Yeah,
right there.
They were all in the
Mama
church.
was there. I got helped in, but it was just me and the passer when I got in the pool.
What do you mean? They were all in a row on the. What are you talking about?
I thought I saw them in the church too, but
They
I
were
don't know.
literally right there,
They were
D. I
literally
don't know what you
sitting
on
right
right
there.
now.
I thought I saw
Yeah.
them too, but I don't know. Listen, I just read the comments. That's it. Anyway, so let's get to the last scene, which is where Robert Ray Markel telling Robert Ray to say that he invited the people. Because that's what came out later on. Um, so they had this scene where they had all of the old cast members that came back. You had not all of them, but you had a good amount. You had Premier, Wooderly, Carrie D, Dior, um, Reese G, and Ariel. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all talk about it because we could break this down. But I didn't like this scene. I didn't like the scene. I didn't see a purpose for the scene. I felt that this whole scene wasn't fair to the current cast.
Who the
I
fuck?
felt like
Okay.
there was this. I felt like by you even having this scene, it was if you were saying, "Oh, well, the people aren't going to appreciate or like the show without the old cast members." I think the new cast members are fine on their own. They have their own thing, and I wrote down just let these kids do what they do. Let the current cast be who they are, have their own storylines and everything. I felt I just
I don't
didn't
think
like
that
this
this had
scene.
anything to do with the current cast. I think this had something to do. I think this was supposed to be something else, and it had something to do with Ariel. And they turned and it didn't go the way they wanted it to, so they turned it into something else to save the sit down. But it had absolutely nothing to do with the current cast. Nothing.
So this is how I feel about it. I know this is going to shock all of you guys. I agree with El Teddy. I didn't like the scene. I don't agree with everything. I don't care about it infringing on the new cast. I just didn't like the scene. I felt like it was awkward. It was thrown in, and I didn't understand why. My other problem with the scene was clearly something was happening with Ariel that for whatever reason we don't know. And I wish that either you don't have to give us all of your business, you don't have to dig deep, but I wish that something would have been addressed because it was like she comes in, she goes off on Markel, they go off, have a conversation, she comes back, she doesn't participate in the conversation. And like, I'm wondering when she says, Markel, why would you do this? What I'm going through right now, and you would choose to do this to me. So I don't know, like Ebbie said, were they confronting Ariel? Were they confronting her about something? Was it because Reese was there? Like, what is the issue?
It's something we missed. Something happened, or something else that maybe we didn't maybe happened before the something. There's something that we're missing here. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm
and
saying? And this didn't belong on the show. It didn't belong on this
I
show.
almost wish they would have done like a separate show and did
A
like maybe
separate
like a
special or
1 or
something.
2 part series. But here's my other
Exactly.
issue. The other reason why I didn't like this episode is because this scene is because I felt like Reese showed absolutely no growth. I feel like we picked up right where we left off with Reese. Nothing was his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. It was always everybody else, and he's that bitch. And I just felt like this was an opportunity for y'all to clear the air, for y'all to come to give us as a people who've been watching this since season 1. This was an opportunity for us to see, because like first of all, none of us even knew that him and Woodley had an issue. None of us like we know about him and Markel, obviously, but we didn't know nothing about him and Woodley. So like that's a whole thing that we were like, what? What happened here? What is he talking about?
But really, I think two things can be true at one time. I agree with you about Reese G. I absolutely agree with you about Reese G. But I also feel like for all of these people telling me that they have moved on and that they were in a better place, they still made it a point that, well, since we here, let me get this apology out of you or get whatever I'm looking for from you. And yes, Reese G at many points was condescending to them, wanted no parts of agreeing to anything. But at the same time, if y'all had a conversation, for example, I didn't like how Markel came at it. Markel started off saying, Reese G and I, we did have a conversation off camera and we had a come to Jesus moment. We were okay. And then you went back to rehashing wounds. I probably would have attacked Markel the same way Reese G did, because I'm like, wait a minute, wait the fuck the minute. You start off saying we already beyond this. Why the fuck are you bringing this up? I'm not finna be your fodder for your show. I'm not finna give you what you're looking for on this show. No, I'm just saying that's how I would have came at it.
Listen, it gave very much. We had a private conversation, and you admitted that I didn't steal the show. So I need your apology to be as loud as the disrespect that you gave when you did 1,650 lives calling me a thief and posting all of these IG stories and all of this other shit.
Well, do it as a live, but not on the show, because
he first.
On lives, use your lives. I need you to do 1,600 lives, but not on the show. That didn't happen on the show.
It did.
It did. It did happen on the show. Yes, it did.
Okay, what do you think didn't happen on the show? Maybe when what did you say?
What I'm saying didn't happen on the show was, there was that one conversation where I think that was what, season 4, maybe season 3.
It was season 3.
When they were at that, all sitting at that table as Premiere came.
Wait a minute, I'll tell you. It was in Vegas. Reese G did an interview, and he had 2 other cast members with him, and he stated on that interview that Markel had stolen the show.
I thought that happened at that table.
No, that was his whole storyline the last season. Reese's whole storyline was Markel stole his show.
I thought that and you're probably, I'm not negating what you're saying. I just thought it happened at. Remember when they were at that? I think that was the Limit Squeeze or something. When they Remember Premiere came.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all sitting at that big table. I thought that's when that came out.
At that point, several things had the trip to Vegas had happened where he did the interview accusing him of stealing the show, and that's where the brouhaha. That's how it all started.
I just like I started off by saying I just didn't see the point of this on this show. It rehashed old wounds.
I felt like they could have kept this whole scene.
Whole scene. You didn't need this.
Came off to me as this was supposed to be an intervention for possibly for Ariel, and it went left. So they were trying to save what they could, and they tried to turn it into something else.
And Ariel doesn't give me the type of person that would be receptive to something like that, like a type of intervention or something. She just the way she comes off, it just doesn't come off. She'd be as receptive to that. And this whole thing where this made up thing, I didn't believe any parts of Robert when he said, "Oh, well, I was wanted to bring y'all together so we could have this event with an old cast
Mm-mm.
going against it." That doesn't
Yeah,
even
that's
make
the story he
sense.
had
Come
to
up
tell
with
once it went
right
left.
once it went left. Yeah,
He
I
had to
felt
make
that.
it up on the fly.
That didn't even make sense. I was like, old cast versus. I was like, what? That I was like, yeah, I didn't even understand that.
It gave me botched, unsanctioned friend intervention. Is what it gave me.
And
Like
my
not
thing
like
is,
that. Like like in a professional intervention, they have like your family, your friends. People have written letters. There is an actual psychologist person there to handle the fallout and speaking to the person
and
as a neutral third party. And this came off as you see what I see with our friend. You
mm,
see she finna crash out. We got to do something. And so
something's going
they
on.
all
But my
gather
thing about
to
it
try
is,
to try and get her to see, wake her up and see what you got going on. And when she came in and saw everybody, it blew up and they had to talk her down and get her back at the table. And at that point, they was like, we can't do this. And they turned it into something else.
two things for me. One, Wuda, even if you and Reese had a situation, y'all's situation didn't happen. Y'all's situation definitely didn't happen on the show because this came way out of left field. And Reese was not gonna give you what you wanted. He was just not. And you knew he wasn't. You know Reese long enough to know, baby, you wasn't gonna get that.
But
Wuda,
I
you was
think, but
on.
I think that's the point. The point was off camera, he was, and I think that was part of the thing. The other thing, because let me tell you something. I watched Reese's interview with Oliver, and the one thing he said on the interview with Oliver, I wish he had said when he said that he does regret how he ended the show. He regrets the way the reunion ended with him slamming down the laptop. He felt like the show deserved better than that, and that he wished he had handled that better. I would have taken that from him if he had said just that, but it was like he had nothing to give.
And that's why I agree with you. This should have been something separate from the Chasing Dallas show
I agree.
because I think that that was the disservice to the current cast members and everything that we got going on. You just brought up too many old situations. Old that it should have just been a separate situation, an entirely. We still don't fully know what the hell Ariel got going on because the
I
way
just
this
you can see it, but you can see it on her. There's
something's
something
happening,
wrong.
something's happening, but the way someone like me, you know what I'm saying, who has no idea of anything outside of what I see on the YouTube channel,
Hmm.
I wrote down in my, I'm gonna literally tell you what I wrote down in my note. My note says, um, Ariel is taking a moment and trying to make it all about her when this wasn't. However, it may really, from the root, have really been all about her. But
Hmm.
the way this was put together, edited, and everything, the way it came off, I'm like, you going off on Markel, and I'm like, wait, what? Because if I'm just looking at the show, y'all tried to make me believe that Robert Ray put this together. Mind you, Robert Ray doesn't even belong in the room with these people. Robert Ray does not belong in the room with the rest of the people on this that
I
was in
think
that room.
that's why I think it was supposed to be like an intervention because Robert Ray is the only one who's like really has a on the current cast who really has like a relationship with Ariel. And so he's the tie that binds. And I'm sure he called her, hey sister, come do this scene with me, blah blah blah, just to get her there. And and it would make sense why she turned to him and she was like, why would you do this? Especially with him here talking about Reese, knowing that we got, and then she stopped talking. I think at that point maybe she and him had a falling out at that point. And so there's a lot of stuff that we are not privy to about this situation, and I think they tried to salvage what they could out of what was recorded, but this definitely gave this was a botched intervention.
Yeah.
That's what it
First of
gave.
all,
Like they sprung it on her. Well, that's normally how
it's
interventions
not fair
happen.
to a couple entities. It's not fair to the show. It's not fair to the viewers. It's not fair to Ariel
But
if
that's why
she
I don't. Okay,
if
so
she really has something going on.
but that's why I disagree. I don't think they would film an intervention. I don't think they would have done that. I really don't.
I do. If it had been successful and they was able to sit down with her and express their concerns with about what's happening with her, I absolutely think they would have edited it tastefully, I think, but they definitely would have recorded it and showed it because it's supposed to be a reality show. And if this is what's really happening right now in their reality, I absolutely think they would have recorded it and showed it. Yep.
Interesting.
Okay.
There's a whole show called Intervention where they record interventions.
Well, and that's
I
why.
understand that. I mean,
No.
I didn't say that people don't record interventions. I didn't say that. I said I don't think this was. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, and I don't think that's what this was. That's why.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Which is why sometimes it's better that production doesn't have any relationship with the cast. Because if it were production not having any relationship with the cast, guess what would have happened? They would have followed them outside. When they went outside to, talk to her,
I agree.
they would have followed her, and they would have gotten all of that.
They said, don't record. Then they would have put some words on the screen saying, "Well, we tried to get it in." Or
but my point is,
up and her mic was hot, they probably could have played the
probably
audio.
still would have showed it, but it would have given us more context.
I'm about to be right behind you, boo.
It would have gave us more of connection of the dots.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but that was that whole scene. Like I said, they could have really taken that scene out. I didn't like that scene. I sincerely hope they actually don't do what Robert Ray talked about, some competition between old cast versus new cast. I don't think there's a need for that. I wouldn't like to see that. I wouldn't like to see that at all. But that's just me. Yeah. I saw how Wooda Lee tried to read Reese on the retreat not having as good of numbers as his show. I don't think I watched a single episode of Wooda Lee's show, but that was just me. I'm not saying anything about his show. I'm just saying I didn't watch it. And he said they had a season 2. Have you seen it, Abby? Abby, you watch everything. Did you see season 2?
Season 2 of what?
Wooda Lee's show.
Yeah, they had a season 2.
No, I know that. I'm asking Abby if she watched it. Abby.
So this has been our review and recap of Jason Dallas season. Because I don't want Wooda Lee to be upset with me because he knows I love him. I haven't gotten into the crew. I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel. I just
subscribed to it and ain't watched a single episode.
Now that's not true.
I am subscribed to it.
Oh, you said you. Oh, my bad. I thought I was about to say I have watched the episode or 2.
I'm subscribed to it. I haven't watched a single episode. Anyway, because he was trying to.
Soulful Dog, you watched it. Would that be a good show for me and Judah to review?
No means no, and yes means no.
Don't do that. You don't know that. You don't know that. I don't know, but that last season of The Retreat was good. I don't know why it ain't got good numbers, but it was good.
The Retreat was good to me.
The Retreat was good to me. It was really good.
Both times.
Oh no, Eric James is on. No thanks. Return to Sender.
Eric James. Eric James is. No, I think she's talking about The Retreat.
Is he?
No, Eric James is on the crew. See, so that tells me how many episodes y'all have watched. Eric James is on.
Oh, I told you I ain't seen not a single episode of the crew.
I haven't watched any episode. Sorry.
All right. Well, I go to bed.
Well,
we gotta go to bed because we got shit.
I gotta be at the hairdresser at 9:00. So
I don't know. Listen, I can't promise y'all that I'm gonna get a silly Saturday done tomorrow. I haven't done no production at all, and that means I would have to do it all in the morning, and I need to sleep tomorrow. I've been you know what I've been doing. Y'all know I literally got out the cab, ran up here, and to start this live, not cab, the Uber.
Threw his suitcase just down on the floor.
Just down on the floor, right over there, and I need to go unpack, and I need to rest in the morning. It's been a long while, but I am going to go live tomorrow. It just may not be a silly Saturday, so I apologize.
I will be live tomorrow at 11 with Judah for us to go.
Are we invited over there with you and Judah? Judah.
No, you're not invited no more because the last time you came over, you homosexuals took over my show. You took over. You took over. Next thing you know,
I think I paused. I think I froze when you said whatever you said. What did you say?
I said I let you in the last time and you took over. You got to take over spirit.
I don't. I think that last time I came on, it went well. We even got Marquise to come up the last time I came on.
Yeah, Marquise to come up. He was giving out his OnlyFans.
Did we not have a good time? Judah had a good time.
That's not the point.
Judah.
Is
Ariel doing interview? Baby, I don't know.
Loretta, are you gonna reach out to Ariel to see if she'll come talk to us?
Sure.
And that's not true that Marquise hasn't shown us anything. He cooked for when not YB, dear God, I'm looking at the chat. He cooked for when they came to his house. He cooked when they came to his house, if you remember. Ted Lee and JC
for Ted Lee's book,
and he cooked for Ted Lee's event. So that's not true when people say that he ain't did nothing. That's not true. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Good night. I love y'all.
As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. We're about to get out of here, y'all. That's all we got for y'all. Ebbie, you want to say anything? ReallyB, you want to say anything?
Good night.
Yeah, stop recording yourselves in bathrooms doing nasty stuff, please.
Oh, wow. And with that, we are going. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We are out. Wow.